You're watching Fugitive Red-Eye, and welcome to another RANTdom Thoughts. And my voice is still a little off right now, but it's mostly normal. But this is kind of a follow-up to my video about political fatigue, and, you know, how, I'm sick of politics and stuff like that. But this one's a little bit more laser-focused on the fact that I'm just fucking sick of Donald Trump. And I'm fucking sick of the copium I see from people who are just like, oh, well, you know, it's better. It's better. It's like, that's becoming increasingly less true. Like, there's a lot of things that, like, you know, I'm not saying there's no merit to that, right? But, like, I'm so sick of hearing it. Like, oh, well, he's better than a Democrat. It's like, yeah, but he's doing all the same shit. And, like, for instance, recently, because of the recent mass shooting, right? Trump's like, he wants to ban trannies from owning guns. And, like, look, I've made no secret that I don't like trans. I don't. It's not a thing that I am a fan of, right? But, I'm never okay with violations of the Second Amendment. Like, legitimately, I don't think felons should be banned from owning guns after they've served their time. Like, legitimately, I am very absolutist when it comes to this. So, the fact is, I feel like, you know, this is being used as a way to try and, you know, oh, well, you know, right-wingers don't like trannies, so let's take their guns. People won't care. I literally had a friend on Discord call it based, and it's like, what are you talking about? Like, you're saying that, like, taking away somebody's right to get a gun is based? What kind of Republican trademark are you, right? I also saw a YouTube comment that I unironically saw someone say, oh, well, this is actually 4D chess to get the Democrats to defend the Second Amendment. What kind of retarded take is that? Like, everything is 4D fucking chess with these people. Like, oh, well, don't you know that Trump is actually hiding the Epstein list to make the Democrats want to release it? And I guess they released something today. I haven't really looked into what they released today, but, like, I don't trust anything they put out just because of how long the delay was, Trump's initial reaction when he's like, oh, are we still talking about this? Nothing to see here. Move along. Even if they did release, quote-unquote, everything now, I don't know that I can trust it. How do we know that any of this is real anymore? Like, it's at a point where there is no trust in the establishment. And granted, I haven't trusted the establishment forever. But Trump is part of that establishment. Whether we like it or not, that is true. And, like, for instance, you know, there's the whole stuff in Iran and all that people excuse away, saying, oh, well, it's actually different than, you know, Bush and stuff. It's actually different. See, it's completely different. It's a totally different situation. And then, you know, you hear, oh, hey, Wikipedia is going to get investigated for bias. It's like, oh, cool. But then you look into why. It's like, oh, because they're looking into anti-Semitism. They want to prevent anti-Semitism. And I'm fucking sick of hearing about that, too. Like, again, just another excuse to go after the First Amendment, saying, oh, well, anti-Semitism, can't have that. And it is a shame to see many, like, you know, political pundits and figures that I do like, you know, falling into this category where they just fall into the, oh, guys, don't worry, it's 4D chess, or trust the plan, or, you know, oh, hey, stop blackpilling. It's like, we're not trying to blackpill. Let's just be fucking real. Like, I mean, look, Razorfist, John Doyle, a lot of these people that I like and watch just buy into this shit wholesale. It's like, oh, Trump's doing it, so it must be good. And it really drives me nuts. Like, look, I voted for Trump twice, right? 2020 and 2024. And it seemed like the right move. And I still hold out that there was a time that I do believe he might have been genuine, but that's so irrelevant at this point because he is absolutely the villain now. Whether that be through blackmail, bribery, or some other sort of way, he's become part of the machine he originally vowed to destroy. I don't know the reasoning. I don't really care what the reasoning is because it doesn't matter what the reasoning is. He's still acting as an enemy operative, effectively, and oppressing people. And I'm not using oppressive in, like, the gay fucking lefty way, because leftists are still retarded and don't like him for a lot of the wrong reasons, right? But the problem is, he's not what he said he was. He's not upholding anything he ran on. He's 180ing on everything, and everybody's like, well, actually, this is 4D chess. You just don't understand it. Trust the plan, bro. Like, the only thing we should have believed him on when he was running is the fact that he said he would be the most pro-Israel president when he got in, because that's true. He's bent over backwards for Netanyahu in ways that none before him have. Like, every president's bent the knee to Israel, but Trump takes it to a whole new level. And then, like, you know, when health concerns rise up and Trump goes missing for a few days, you know, I was watching Alex Jones last night, and he gave, like, an explanation that I'm like, you know what, if it wasn't for everything else, I might have just been like, okay. Like, he just took a break, took a few days off after constant working. and then people freaked out about it. And, you know, maybe there's some truth to that. But, you know, where are all the people that were, like, freaking out when Biden was hiding in his basement during the campaign? Where are all the people who cared about that? Like, all of a sudden it doesn't matter? All of a sudden it's fine because it's our guy? Like, it's driving me fucking nuts. Like, the whole left-right paradigm is becoming increasingly more and more obviously bullshit to me. And I say that, like, not in a way that, like, oh, because, you know, leftists, like, what they stand for, I hate everything that they stand for. But at the same time, the whole concept of, you know, the whole dichotomy is literally pushed on us just so that we, number one, are constantly at each other's throats, and number two, when our guy gets in, to just blindly accept everything they do. It's a cult of personality thing, and it really pisses me off how many people fall into this. People who I otherwise respect and like will go in and buy into, like, the stupidest shit. Like, look, I like Alex Jones, and I do think Alex Jones has been more critical than some would expect on some of the Trump things, but at the same time, he still is doing a lot of copium with it. He still is, like, wanting to trust in Trump and shit like that, which I think is an absolute mistake. I mean, there's the current drama going on with him and Owen Schroyer, and I don't really have a dog in that fight. I don't know. Like, I think both sides make good arguments. I mean, if Alex is telling the truth about Owen's, like, demeanor and, like, lying about him, then, you know, I would say Alex. But, again, you don't know what goes on behind the scenes. That's why these kind of dramas, when, you know, you have personalities, you know, break up and, like, go their separate ways. And I don't mean break up in a romantic sense, but you know what I mean. Like, when ties are severed, there's always going to be emotion. There's always going to be, like, you know, a stir-up. And Alex Jones has had issues with past hosts, which some people might argue, oh, there's a precedent. This shows that where the problem is. I don't know. I still like them both. So, regardless, that's a whole different argument. And there's still plenty of personalities that I watch and like who do still fall into the, oh, but Trump is actually still good category, which, you know, I just think that they're stupid and wrong on that. And I'm not trying to be, like, insulting. I'm just saying, like, you know, people need to use their fucking eyes. But there's a lot of personalities that I do like. Like, there's no political pundit that I completely agree with. It's just really disappointing to see a lot of people fall into it. And then you start wondering, you know, why people have certain motivations, why people say certain things. And it gets really frustrating. Like I said, I am sick of politics. But, like, again, Trump lately has just been failing at every metric. Like, you know, I've always said, you know, I like the ICE stuff he's doing, but what actually is he doing? Is he really accomplishing that much with that, or is it just a show? You know what I mean? Like, how much mass, quote-unquote, deportation is there? Like, really, is it all just a big show to be like, see, he's doing it. He's doing a thing he said he would do. Like, cool, I guess. I mean, there are certain, like, again, I'm not going to pretend that there aren't things that have come that have been good, because there have been, sure. But at the same time, when it gets to a certain point, is it even enough? Does it really make that much of a difference? When people say, you know, oh, you know, it would have been worse under Kamala, sure. But by how much? By what metric? It's becoming increasingly less and less apparent because Trump keeps making these bad decisions. And everybody just rolls over and accepts it because he's our guy, he's the guy. Look, guys, he was saved by God, don't you know? God protected him so he could be president. And I'm just tired of fucking hearing about it. And, you know, I have plenty of, like, friends and, you know, people I talk with that still like Trump, and I have nothing against them. It's a disagreement on a political level. But it's really frustrating to see. And, you know, I myself held out benefit of the doubt on him for a while. It wasn't until the Iran stuff earlier this year that I really started to change my mind on him. And then, obviously, there was the Epstein thing and the way he handled that at the start. And again, I don't care that they release something now just because I can't trust it at this point. The whole thing, it just get progressively worse and worse. You know, him, you know, giving more money to Ukraine, all this, like, back and forth flip-flopping. Like, he tells them, oh yeah, we want peace talks. Oh, actually, we're going to give Ukraine more weapons. Oh, actually, we need to crack down on both of them. Oh, actually, no, it's Putin that's the problem. Like, keeps going back and forth on these issues. And, you know, he placates, you know, people on our side by, you know, oh, there was that rant that he did where he's like, Israel and Iran, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And everybody's like, yeah, this is epic. It's like, is it though? Is it though? Because right after it, he just went right back into doing the same shit he was doing. Like, everybody just likes to feel special. Everybody wants to feel like they belong. Everyone feels like they got their team. And again, I think picking a side is better than just, like, being a retarded centrist that has no opinions. But at the same time, you gotta realize that, you know, Trump is a human. He's a fallible man. And he makes a lot of the mistakes that every other president has made. And, you know, I think that just hearing the constant simping for him I see on Discord and stuff like that really pisses me off, and I'm just fucking tired of him. Not to mention the fact that, you know, with this whole, you know, mass shooting thing, like, people are like, oh, well, trannies, blah, 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 right? Like, look, again, I don't like transgenderism. I hate pretty much everything that transgenders stand for, right? I hate it. It's one of the most delusional, sick things. But at the same time, like, this is just the first step, right? Like, how much you want to bet? Like, look at this. Like, the trans shooter had all sorts of contradictory shit written on his guns and online and his online activity, right? The trans thing is just to get their foot in the door. Then they can start going after the other stuff, right? Then they can start cracking down on people with views that they think are extreme, quote-unquote, and cracking down on people for disagreeing with the regime. Like, you know, Republicans will acknowledge the slippery slope all day, every day, until it's something like this. Like, it is a slippery slope, and, like, you know, anyone who says that that's a fallacy is retarded, because every slippery slope has been shown to be true over time. And this is definitely one. So, this is a bad thing, and I am just sick to death of Trump. He's so fucking irritating at this point. It's one of the most massive disappointments, and it is a large part of why a lot of politics has just been fucking fatiguing to me, and I've just been tired of it, because it's all just theater.